dark.
It came to my attention after watching this video.
I want to say something about Patrick Agyemang and just how disappointed I am when I go on social media. I know that's not all the U.S. fans, but some of the things that are said about a player that they don't approve of is just truly disgusting. Comparing Patrick Agyemang to Bambi or a newborn giraffe or whatever this is, poking fun at him for a guy who just scored the game-winning goal for your country. You can be critical, but you cannot be mean. And all of you are mean. And from accounts that you read, it's like, what are you doing? This is one of our guys. And he reads this stuff.
So after hearing that, I was wondering to myself, did Max just hear other people repeating what I said on a live broadcast watching the game off the cuff? Because it's not a joke I made up, I didn't write it out about Agyemang. And, it was a joke. By the way, our show is a comedic show. We've made jokes about everything, from players having foot herpes to testicular pulls that don't exist to Matt Miazga kicking Greg Berhalter's dog. Okay, so we say a lot of crazy shit on our show. To say, game 1 we watched with Agyemang, or game 2, I think I said he looks like a baby giraffe out there. He's unbalanced. He's falling over too much. By game 2 or 3, I said he unbalanced. He's falling over all the time, constantly falling over. He looks like Bambi on ice. That probably caught on with some people and spread around. And I'm not going to apologize for that. That's our show. We joke around. We kid around all the time. And I don't think that's an indictment on Patrick Agyemang's character at all. I think that guy's out there trying about as hard as he possibly can to do what he can with a limited skill set and a big ass body. And he's doing what he can. And it's not his fault either that he's starting. That is Poach's problem. Poach has left no other healthy bodies except for Brian White is left on the stage now to come in as an option. Josh Sargent wasn't called. Not that there were many other options. I guess Vasquez, Ferreira, I don't know. Say what you will. But I am not going to apologize for jokes. I'm sorry. That's our show. We make jokes. They're not personal. I didn't say Agyemang was a bad person and that he didn't care or he wasn't trying. If I said he wasn't trying or he didn't care, that would probably be a bigger offense than saying he looks a little awkward out there. Kind of like a baby giraffe. He looks a little awkward. He falls down a lot. And I think Max said something like, well, he only fell down once in the third game.
It's shameful that we would put him through that. And I got to tell you, I watched the game and I watched the highlights, and Patrick Agyemang is in on everything. Is he technically gifted? No. Did he fall over? Yes, on one occasion. Did he miss chances? Sure, but man, he sure picks up a lot more than some other guys.
Fell down a lot more than that. Go check out the footage. All right, go rewatch the game. He was on the ground a lot. Deservedly sometimes, because he was pushed over, and other times, no, not so much. I want to say, however, what I did not approve of, and I didn't like when somebody sent it to me, was a link. They sent me a link. Hey, check out all these people saying shit on Agyemang's personal page on Twitter. And I read them and no, this is not good. So the one thing I think we can't do as fans is go after players personally. on their own pages like that. I don't think that's cool. And harassing them. If you have critical commentary about a player and you want to talk about their weaknesses, that they fall down too much or they don't quite have the technical ability that they need to play the position that we're asking them to play, or whatever the critical commentary is, that is completely fair game. If you want to add some humor in it, I think that's fine too. That's what we do on our show. It's a humorous show. We don't come in super serious. We're not dark lords. We're not depressed. We don't go to sleep we don't have sleepless nights because the U.S. men's national team had a bad game. Because we've been through this, Brett and I, for 40, 30 years plus. Okay? We've been around a long time. So we just go in and trying to enjoy whatever's in front of us as much as we can. And as much as we can be critical, and we certainly can be, I don't think Patrick Agyemang's a bad person. I've only heard very nice things about him as a person. It was kind of like when we criticized Aronson for being a flopper at Leeds. That wasn't personal. He was just falling down on the ground too much. Or when we said Matt Miazga must have kicked Berhalter's dog. That's just a joke. It's not true. And the same way that Agyemang is not a baby giraffe. In the same way that Agyemang is not Bambi. And if we can't come to a point where we know the difference between kidding around off the cuff and attacking someone as a person, I would honestly say what Donovan has said about our players is much more personal than comparing Agyemang's ability to stay on his feet to a baby giraffe. I would say that's more serious. So anyhow, I just thought I'd reply to that. I'm not sure it was directed at us because so many other people have said it. But we were the originators of it, and on a live broadcast, it was a joke. You're kidding. It doesn't impugn Patrick Agyemang as a player and his effort that he's giving out there for the U.S. men's national team. I want to be really clear about that. I really do. Because it's not his fault he's playing. He got called. He said yes. And now he's starting and playing every game. If you want to blame somebody for that, you can blame Poach if you want to, for not bringing other options. But it ain't Patrick Agyemang's fault. All right. Bottom line is, don't go to player pages and attack people personally. Don't tell players on their own pages that they suck. I mean, unless they committed a crime, and it's been proven they've committed a crime, and you want to comment on their characters, fine. But as a player, he's doing the very best he can. All right, that's all I got. Good night.
Flo Balogun's are 1. Ricardo Pepi's are 2. Josh Sargent, I've sat there and waited for him to score. Haji Wright, I don't know what, I don't need to see any more of Haji Wright. Patrick Agyemang has a claim to be the 3rd striker for the United States if we take 3 strikers, which I don't think we will. And clearly Mauricio Pochettino likes him. So when Mauricio Pochettino's playing him every game and playing him 90 minutes, I'm going to take his opinion over Schlep Boy, who is poking fun at somebody who's trying to make our country better. Just be critical and stop picking on people.
Don't be mean.
That hurt.